What up, football fans? It's your boy Lolo.
Hey, everybody, what's up?
Good evening, everybody. Something different this week.
That was pretty good.
It was. Obviously, Lolo's in London this week, so you've got me and Mr. Tom. Welcome, Mr. Tom.
Greetings, everyone. Hello, Ben. Hello, John.
John,
our
what's
esteemed
going on?
director.
Cheers.
Oh, I've been waiting all week for this.
Oh.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Who needs those two knuckleheads? They were in a bar, actually, right now.
Yeah, they're in a bar somewhere in London, I do believe. Mr. Tom had the honour of meeting them last night. So, do you want to share any? Do you want to share any memorable moments from the evening?
Yeah, my favourite part was when the pub closed and then Lolo and Mark turned up 37 seconds later.
Yeah, apparently they were working up until filming Sir Trevor McDonald, were they, or doing something with him?
Working.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So Lolo's brought everyone over on the false pretense of a football game while he earns money. So yeah, bless him.
Yeah.
So have you had a good week, guys?
Yeah, I've been busy.
Let's see who we've got in the house. We've got Jimmy, Ben Arizona, BX Gunner, Macaroni, Graham Wood, Scooby. I do believe Anders. And
I used to think it was pronounced macrononical, but it's actually not
everybody
close to
did.
that. Yeah.
Macrononical.
Macronical.
Macronical.
Anyway.
Is it something to do with the kit that Leeds used to be made by Macron?
Sorry, guys. You thought you'd get a football discussion. You're actually going to get 120 minutes of us trying to pronounce Macronical's name. So,
Cheers, guys.
sorry. Yeah.
Cheers. Who's in the cup, Tom? The mug?
I'm glad you asked, Benjamin. We have the Macho King.
Is that Randy?
It is.
Ah, cool. Oh, he's got the crown, yeah.
Oh,
He has,
Is that a limited edition?
The crown will be when I lose it.
Yeah. I see.
So, because it comes off, you see.
Ooh.
Every time my nephew plays with it, I end up having to play Hunt the Crown. We'll have to look for wherever he threw it. I'd like to say I was joking, but that's actually what happened.
So tell us more about your visit with Gary and Lolo and Mark and whoever else. Did they stick you with the bill?
Well, no, I can tell you that Gary is potentially a serial killer because he was late as well, and basically the longer he left me waiting, the more chickens I ate. So I was like, Gary, hurry up! We've just killed another chicken. Sorry to all the vegetarians and vegans out there. I would like to
then to finish the night, you had what, Tom?
Well, I basically sat there with Gary. Gary's father's a funny fucker. Tell him that.
Oh, really?
Anyway,
I didn't know
lovely
you,
guy.
man.
Yeah, lovely guy. Oh, yeah, I met Gary's dad. Yeah. Well, I imagine he wanted to spend some quality time with his son.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he had to spend that time with me. Anyway, yeah. So we sat there waiting. Then we played what we like to call the waiting game, waiting for Lolo and Mark game.
Oh, so very British then. Very British. We like to wait, don't we? So
we do. If there's a queue, we'll get on the end of it.
So how long did you actually get with them? Just about an hour then? Because you was in McDonald's for midnight, weren't you, getting 20 chicken nuggets?
That's exactly what happened. But more on my chicken nugget odyssey later. Yeah, basically they turned up as the pub was closing, but because Gary took a photographic evidence of 2 pints that we had got for them, the bouncer graciously let them in to drink it. And I was so excited to see them. Lolo has this velvety jacket that he made me touch.
Oh.
I'm glad I did, though. That was some sweet velvet.
Have you seen the shirt he's prancing around in today? Have we got any photographs of the...
Which...
He's in some Hawaiian shirt or something today.
Oh, that's Mark.
Mark and Anisha.
With
good old Anisha. Oh, this is a better one. Oh,
that's last night, is it?
Is it? I don't know.
No, is that tonight? No, that must be tonight.
that's
He's with
tonight.
Anisha, yeah.
Right.
They're in King's Cross there then.
I don't think I have a picture of him. I don't know. In the pictures, where?
Hang on, let me send you one.
Tom.
Oh,
I'll
who's that
send you
motherfucker?
That's a surprise, Lolo. I'm
That's
surprised you
like
have
when
lights there.
That's like when you meet your heroes, basically.
It definitely is, isn't it? It's
What line is that, Tom?
right,
Did you know?
I believe that's the Piccadilly line.
Okay.
Forward that to. I've forwarded it to Happy Hour.
Okay.
That's either Piccadilly Circus or it's Trafalgar Square. I'm undecided.
I think that's Piccadilly, is it? With this one, that's
I
the
believe
Houses of
that's the
Parliament.
Embankment.
Yeah, Houses of Parliament. Yeah.
So you're not getting any football discussion for the
That's
next
a happy-
2 minutes. You'll be getting.
There's plenty of time for that.
What did I do on my vacation? What did they
Yeah.
do on their vacation? Look at Mark. He looks so happy.
He looks like he's in New York, doesn't he? I think that's Trafalgar Square.
And then the last one I have is Mark. This is only about a half hour ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Cool.
I think they've. Oh, there's a funny story, but they wanted to meet up with James this afternoon. So James has texted everybody, "I'll meet you in the George." Obviously waiting there a couple of hours for Lolo and Mark, and then Lolo and Mark said we're in the George, and they were in two totally separate pubs. Who'd have thought it? One pub in London called the George. So I don't know if they've met up with James yet, but that'll probably get saucy.
Pretty sure we would have heard about it if they had.
Yeah.
We never said they were bright. So
no. I hope they can find York, to be honest. So
I hope they can find York as well, because I'll be sat on the fucking train with them.
Well, Tom, I have faith in you. Those two knuckleheads, nah.
Oh,
so should we get the vomit out of the way? Should we?
Caesar himself.
Yeah. Should we get the vomit out of the way? The North London derby.
God, you guys can talk about this. I'm gonna light up my cigar.
That's the reason they're here, right?
No. Right? Yeah. Do you know what I find funny? We've got a group for the trip, haven't we? And it's got 3 Leeds fans in it, 3 Arsenal fans in it, and a Wolves fan. And it's been set up by an Arsenal fan that's going to watch the North London derby, but he's called it Ellen Road Stoop Crew. That's a closet Leeds fan, and I think Lolo's going to realise he's a Leeds fan when he walks into Ellen Road and the atmosphere just says Arsenal shit. So that's my opinion.
That could well be what happens. It's up to Arsenal to make him re-fall in love with them.
Yeah. And if they get stuffed by Tottenham, Ellen Road's going to look pretty much a saucy place for him. So we'll have a new Leeds fan next week.
I'm surprised if they do, though. I think
it's going to be. I think it's going to be a tight game. It's probably going to be a draw, to be honest. I've not really looked into it or done any research into this year's one, because football's just been shit and boring for the last 2 weeks or 4 weeks as a Leeds fan. So
sorry, Ben, I've got a request about the mug. But that chat group.
Yeah, thank you, Graham. Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah.
And
Right,
I did like Scott
research.
Newby's comment as well. It was a better entrance than the usual 2 fuckwits, but yeah.
There's Rhiannon.
Hey, Rhiannon.
Oh, I sent her the link if she wanted to call in. I don't know.
Yeah, join in if you want to join in. But if you don't join in, are you going to meet up with us for a drink before or after?
Ooh, Sporty Mark.
We've covered it, Mark. It's Macho Man.
Well, yeah. I mean,
we're not just covering the cup all night. Do you know, for people that missed the start, it's like
I never realised the cup was so popular, to be honest. Did you know, though, if you wanted to actually be popular and get the cup, you can get the cup at onthestoopwithlolo.com.
Exactly.
And you can.
And let's see where that link is. Oh, There we
Action
go.
figure not included, sadly.
There we go.
So,
let's see.
Yeah, can we just announce the ticket winner was Jimmy. I think he bought 3 tickets, so he'll be coming with us on Sunday. If you join the after show, Jimmy, we'll sort out what needs to be. So yeah,
I've always liked Jimmy.
yeah. So Jimmy is Bremner's ghost. If you didn't know, I don't know. I'm not going to give his surname and whatnot away, but I think
I had nothing to do with the ticket allocation thing, but congratulations, Jimmy.
congratulations.
I wonder how many people actually.
You got for £25 what me and Tom got for 240.
Well, still think that's a good deal.
I really wanted to like, would it be fair if I just went, oh, I can't come, and then bought 3 tickets?
Yeah, read that.
You go, yeah, I'm going, mate. Rhiannon, sorry. You'll be with Alison. Cool. Billy's bar, right? Are you seeing our group chat?
No, she's not.
Have you got a
No, she didn't wanna be.
communication with her?
Me, no. I
No.
just with Twitter.
Twitter, right. I'll send me her Twitter, and I'll contact you on
What's
Twitter
Twitter?
later. Twitter's where I offer celebrities for fights.
Oh boy.
What?
Yeah,
That's the place you offer celebrities for fights?
yeah. When a footballer thinks he's fucking 10 men and runs 70 miles across a pitch to stand behind 3 players, hold me back, I tend to think, right, well, I'll fight you. So I offer him a fight for charity in the politest way possible without getting kicked off Twitter or being offensive.
The politeness is important.
Yeah, it's got to be polite and respectful, but I do tell them I don't like them and that I do think that they're weak. But so far, no takers for this charity fight. So.
He's scared.
I think they're washing their hair that day.
Well, Rudiger ran. He ran to Spain.
He did. And he was lucky enough that he managed to earn about 400 grand a week while getting away from you.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I think he owes me a big thank you, I believe. So, yeah. Who's that there?
Commando. That's a great movie.
It is a good
More on that
comment.
later.
No, I wouldn't fight Schwarzenegger. I like him. And I do believe in the questions that I lost the fight to Schwarzenegger, did I not? In Gary's successful quiz fucking category.
Ooh,
That was
there's Carol
outstanding.
Gunning.
That was like a
Hey,
Hall
Carol.
of Fame 30 seconds because
For those that missed it, we did a category on who would win in a fight, me or, and Gary. It was a 50-50 choice basically, and Gary took on the whole category and managed to get every single one wrong.
Wow, even Lolo's there.
It takes some doing in life to get everything in a 50-50 wrong.
Yo, Carol. Where are you, Lolo? Have you met James yet? So that was the North London derby. But the most important part of the weekend for the visit is obviously the Leeds Villa. So what are your thoughts?
Leeds playing Villa at the weekend?
Yeah, Leeds are playing Villa, Tom. I think you might be going. I don't know if you knew, but yeah.
Oh, no, I thought we were just going to Ellen Road for a meal and then
No.
back.
No. What you go out of the doors of the restaurant and you're in the actual stadium, and then the game's on.
I get the football as well.
You get the football, the celebrities, the old, some of the old players, and music.
Do you know what players are going?
Lolo.
So that will be in the east stand on the goal line somewhere.
Do you know which players will be there?
No, we don't know. We don't know the music and the players. But look, anyone's a bonus. I've met a few of the old players. I've met John Charles, Eddie Gray. I've met Peter Lorimer. I've met quite a few of the old ones. So a few Terry Jones. So yeah.
Cool.
It's going to be Eddie Gray, though, isn't it?
No, because I think he'd be in the other side in the west stand. I do. I think we're going to get... Do you know who I'd love? Like Jermaine Bexley. But I think we're going to get like Ben Parker or or Enoch Shawumney or someone.
I met Eddie Gray at Charlton in the Championship when Charlton played Leeds. I managed to get tickets for the equivalent of what Lolo has got for us.
Yeah.
And basically saw a few of the. I met Raj Razani coming out of the toilet while I was going into the toilet. So that was something. I would have gone, Rads, will you pose for a photo? But I needed a slash, and
I've met Lucas. I've got a photo of me and Lucas. I'm sure. Did I say you've got that anyway, haven't you, John? Photo of me and Lucas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I've met him at a formal Leeds player at year for York Leeds Supporters Club, and then I met him shopping in a designer outlet.
Sorry, Ben. I was about to highlight Mr. Scott Newby's comment. The owner of the site isn't a member, or the owner of the show isn't a member of his own show.
Yeah, I've not noticed that.
Does he have to be when you're a subscriber? Do you pay?
Yeah, but technically, right, I can see the hole in that. He would just technically be paying YouTube 30%,
right,
for no reason.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah,
you know, because basically that's what he pays me every month. The $1.99 or how I don't know.
So you get my subscription then, John.
I don't get anything. I get headaches, grief, and aggravation. That's what he pays me.
Well, you've got a week off this week, mate.
John gets chasing me up for betting in the dark on a Friday.
Nah, you're good. I mean, I asked Lolo, can you send me a different opening video for tonight? And nope. It's like, all right, well, if you're gonna pop on the show, I'm not letting you in. That's exactly what I told him. So him and Mark are Mark.
Well, Mark's in agreement, and Lolo's saying thanks. So yeah,
screw him.
Yeah. So yeah, you get a week off that this week, mate.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So what do you guys talked about the North London derby?
I think it's going to be a draw, the North London derby. Tom thinks.
I think we acknowledged it was happening. But,
yeah. I think Son and Jesus are going to score, and it's going to be 1-1. I just hope for the guys. I just hope that Arsenal don't lose, because it's a long way to come to watch your team lose, and it does sour your weekend when it's a big game like this. So I just hope that they put in a performance at least for them.
Scooby's old enough to have been nearly punched by Billy Bremner. Tell me more.
Scooby was on toilet cam last week, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It's toilet cam, Scooby. Of course it is.
Look,
Scooby's a boyo. He's a boyo, man.
Look, hold on a second. Look who we got coming on.
Yes.
Look
at Paddy's. How have you found Paddy's?
Not yet.
He put us in.
Terrible time.
Yes,
it's
brothers.
always a terrible time, he says. Look at this fucker.
How are you finding the UK?
Look at us. We're on our own show. There we go. That's a much better view.
We just can't get the guests, can we, Tom? We just can't get the guests. You having fun?
They must have got their internet connection from MoMaster.
We're going back to the hotel to get internet. We'll be there in a minute. I'm listening to you talk shit about us.
We love you.
Yeah. We're going to do a quiz and you're going to get fucking deducted, you twats.
They love us. Too bad, I'd like to say the same, but... Oh, well. Good for them. I guess
so, yeah. So we're going to be at the game. I watched the press conference today, and I just think there's Dallas. Archie Gray's obviously got a broken toe, but he's not going to be featuring. I think fully fit for first team, and he said that Gnotto will be in the squad. So,
is it Gnotto or Notto?
Well, we're Northern. It is Notto, and I would pronounce it, but I'm giving it the Northern touch, like Gnotto.
Because my dad can't pronounce anyone's name, even if they're English. So
I think it's Notto. Wilfred Notto, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm waiting for a commentator to say it.
Do you call
so
it
I can be
the
like,
antelope? Do you know the antelope? A gnu, a GNU, a gnu or a nu? I call it a gnu.
I'd have to see him writing.
GNU.
I think Bandy is asking a question.
No. Hey boys, you started early. I'll say. Are there any games this weekend?
Just one, I think, this weekend. No, two. I think there's a small game on early, and then there's a massive game on Sunday.
Exactly.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Small. I started it small, and then the main event on Sunday is massive.
Yeah.
The way it should be.
Yeah.
So,
And I think there's some festivities going on around the country somewhere, you know, in small matters, Bandy. So yeah. So we're just getting on. So yeah.
I've seen people pronounce his name Jaibi. I mean, I'm sure they're wrong, but I've heard it.
That's the other guy in it. Darko.
Yeah. Villa Martin.
Yeah.
I'm waiting till I hear a commentator say it.
I'm waiting till I hear like someone from his actual country or himself say it. You know.
Oh, so Villa Martin, you guys are meeting him also?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So it's Yabi then. He's saying.
Yeah, like we'll see.
We'll see. I ain't really bothered.
Then,
They're both good ballers.
Yeah.
So.
But it's hard because people don't walk up to them in interviews and go, "How'd you say your name?" They're meant to already know.
What do you think, right, to say not us? It pretty much looks like he's going to be first team quality straight away. What do you think that does to Perkins and the likes of Gelhardt?
I'd be more worried for Gelhardt than Perkins at this point because Gelhardt's approaching the point where the club has to make decisions on: are you first team ready, or are you championship loan? You've got to do really well, or we're going to filter you out. Kind of mentality.
What do you think?
It's hard to say because
the kid's obviously got abundance of talent. It's there, but he's not. Look, last season wasn't great to shine in, was it? Do you know? And he shone in moments, but he never had we never really got a look at him, did we? Do you know?
But they never had the true confidence to go, in the absence of Patrick Bamford, you are our starting striker.
And I think that shone in some of his performances. Yeah, he got a few games, didn't he? But nothing solid. And they've not done the same this season. They should have backed him, I thought, this season. They should have, you know, straight out. Obviously, Rodrigo, he came good, so it was a good decision. But I just feel with his development, he should have been the number 2 striker. And I think the fact that we didn't buy another striker until the last minute, they just sort of... And Rodrigo scored, that sort of solved a conundrum for him.
Question for you, for your comment section. Would you rather them get behind Rodrigo because of the money we spent, or would you rather them risk it and go, no, actually, we're going to go with Joe Gelhardt as the man up top?
Yeah.
And hopefully build him into something where you will get more than 30 million at some point, if you get what I mean.
So are you backing a 31-year-old who's in form, or do you back the future? Yeah.
At what point did he get injured? Everton,
the shoulder, the shoulder won it going in with Cody. Was it Connor Cody?
No, it was.
No, it was the keeper. It was the keeper.
Pickford.
Dickhead. But it looked nothing. But you seen his shoulder pop, didn't you? But personally, I think he should have been 2 yards in front of Pickford by that time anyway. And I think Gelhardt would have been. So, Bandy's saying Gelhardt.
I think we're in. Don't get me wrong. I don't think either's wrong. We'll find out based on what happens. But I just think it's a difficult question because you're risking having on your name as such that Rodrigo's a bust. But then by going with Gelhardt, you are officially saying Gelhardt's
you see, Jimmy says 3-5-2 there. I don't think with the players we've got like in wide positions, that doesn't work for me because you're going to need Rocker and Adams, so that leaves you a number 7. So then you've got to take your wing backs out. You either take wing backs out or have wing backs. So if you're going with the 2 wingers we've got no defensive cover wide. So 3-5-2 don't work for me with the players we've got.
See, I don't like playing one up front, but you have to if you're going to play the double pivot, which we need to play because the one thing we need to do is shake off the tag of being in the Premier League and shipping goals for fun. Like, even if it takes a George Graham-esque level season of conceding, or, you know, where games are dire, but you're not getting humiliated. Yeah. And then you build from that. But obviously, Marsh isn't going to do George Graham because he plays more adventurously. But sorry, John.
Wait, let me cut in. This is a democracy here. So there's 3 of us. Should we let Lolo in?
Let him in after this question. So Saturday,
I'm saying Saturday, the rest of the show.
0-0, 15 minutes to go. Substitute. Say Bamford starts. Substitution. Who'd you bring on? Not or Gelhardt?
I would bring on Gelhardt because he's earned that he can make things happen. If we have enough late goals that have come from him. Yeah, or made a late goal or 2. Admittedly, but
and then there's the assist where he was it Wolves where he jumped over him. I can't remember. He skipped over the defender, didn't he, and crossed it in.
All right,
strike at the back post.
I'm going to let him in.
All right, let him in. Let him in.
You bastards.
Yes. Good evening. Bastards. Good evening, Lolo.
What's going on, fellas?
I'm good, man. How are you? Yeah, you enjoying your trip so far?
Yeah, man. It's been fun. Long days.
How was the George?
The George was great, man. We had a good pint of Timothy Taylor's landlord.
Landlord,
something like that. That was really good.
Quite a strong beer.
Did you end up meeting up with James?
I had James? 4 of those. No, we didn't meet up with James. James was at another. George.
You was in 2 different you were miles apart, weren't you?
We mentioned it.
Yeah,
you literally mentioned it, sir.
You was a good distance away.
We were a ways away, but we hung out with Gary all evening, and he's heading back home right now, and he said he'll jump on as soon as he gets back home. But
are you booked in the Premier Inn now?
Yeah.
Cool. Is it all right for you?
It's about the size of the bathroom in Brooklyn.
That photo is great.
Which is not very big.
Yeah.
Bandy, good to see you, my man.
You've got 2 rooms when you come to York, so there'll be.
All right, fantastic.
Family room and then a single. So, yeah.
Well, good. Well, we're having a good time, but it's nerves are starting to kick in, anxiety starting to kick in. Of we got this match in the morning. How are we going to get there? Everybody's all concerned with that, and I'm like, I can't tell you how to.
Do you know what it is, mate? You're best off just walking. Honestly, give yourself an hour. Give yourself an hour, mate, and walk. You've got maps on your phone, haven't you?
But the trains are fine, so we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine getting there. But I want to get there early, and I want to be there beforehand, and I want to get as much.
Why are you on the tube? You're about 20 minutes away, aren't you? 20
minutes on the tube. That's it. Yeah. It's an hour walk if we walked.
Yeah.
Mark, is this open? Can you just grab a beer?
You're never more than an hour away from anything in London.
Because it says grab a beer.
So are you in King's Cross now?
No, we're back at the hotel. We came all the way back. It says grab a drink.
Just help yourself.
Yeah, I guess it's just help yourself. Can we get a drink? Or what do we do?
Answer this question from Pink
man. Please? What's this?
Did you enjoy your chocolate mousse?
Yeah, I actually did. It was the best thing. It was the best thing on the flight, to be honest. Besides the conversation.
I looked at the guy at the side here, and he just looked drained.
he was kind of watching us all Oh, he was watching us the whole time, and then when we started recording, he didn't look over at all.
The best bit is where it cut to night, and it was just so like you've just been talking all day, you know.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. But
good flight then, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I had just woken up, because we were trying to get as much sleep as possible, and I had just woken up, and then Mark's like, "Here, I got the chicken. You got this one. Yours tastes like this." And I was like, "How the fuck do you know what mine tastes like?" Hold on, I'm gonna record this. Why are you eating my food? He's over there yelling at me right now. He's trying to order us drinks at this bar. We'll see how that goes.
The strangest thing there.
But listen, I like that 10 minutes into the show, 20 minutes into the show, you guys have only talked about nonsense, which is proper. And then it's like, okay, we talked about North London Derby. Moving on. We didn't say a fucking word about the North London Derby.
Hold on. Your invite was clear. So talk about the North London Derby.
All right.
Ben said it'd be a draw, and I said Arsenal will win. That was it.
And then I said, I hope Arsenal don't lose.
Who cares what Lolo thinks?
Oh man, we got some bitter beer that you're drinking there. I thought we were drinking the bitters over here, but who cares what Lolo thinks?
Nah.
That's all that's important.
I'm glad you saw Anisha.
Yeah, we hung out with Anisha. We didn't get to record a video. It was raining, pissing down rain the whole time. Yeah, it's like
it's been raining here today as well.
Terrible,
bit windy.
We went to like 5 different restaurants to get in, and then we finally got in one and had to sit outside.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, it was a little rough.
I was Trevor McDonald.
Sir Trevor McDonald was awesome. I didn't know who he was, but I met him. I shook his hand, talked to him for a bit. He was very kind, friendly, and then talked.
Sir Trevor McDonald?
Yeah, I did. And then he spoke for like forever.
He was our Anderson Cooper.
They don't look alike.
No, but he was like the legend of our news, you know.
Anderson Cooper is not the legend of our news.
He is a legend, isn't he? He's a well-known newscaster.
Yeah, he's well-known.
Yeah.
In his own
I'd
mind.
say more like Walter Cronkite.
Right.
Yeah, well, then, yeah. He was the first guy I thought of.
No one knows what Trevor McDonald really thinks about anything politically, so no one can dislike him.
Yeah,
that's the way.
Yeah, and he was very good about that as well. Like somebody asked him about, what would he ask Vladimir Putin, and he was like very, very good about that. And then somebody was like, who's the most underrated female politician? And he was very good about that as well. Like he answered the question, but didn't answer the question, and tried to stay out of trouble. Thank you.
Yeah, whereas Anderson Cooper would be like whatever he believes. That one, definitely that one.
A bit like football managers when it
Mark's
comes to
about to call
questions.
in from his phone.
Okay, so I'll pop out.
Now that he has.
Where are you guys? In the hotel bar?
Yeah, in the hotel lobby. It's the least London place possible.
I love Football Manager.
All right, when he calls in, I'll pop out.
So you've done a few sites today then?
We went to Big Ben. We went to fucking Trafalgar. All over.
Well, there's the shirt I was on about anyway, guys, that Lolo's wearing.
Let's see.
Class.
Classy shirt. This is my going out shirt. I love this shirt.
Is Mark like right next to you?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you not just twos up on one camera?
Nah.
We could, but then he'd have a shitty microphone and stuff.
So what time are you meeting Gary tomorrow?
I'm meeting Gary at like 9 a.m. We're gonna go over to the Emirates. After some breakfast, we're gonna meet up with Lawler, with the true Lawler, Carol Lawler,
nice.
not John Lawler, and I'm gonna meet up with her and have some drinks, and then go and try and catch some warm-ups, try and get somebody to sign the Stoop flag. Yeah, have a good old time.
Yeah, man. I'm going to bring that flag with us, so I'm going to get you guys to sign that.
Ah, cool. We're gonna bring the this logo.
Yeah.
So, what are y'all's thoughts? Honest thoughts about the North London Derby.
I think draw. I really do think draw. I think 1-1. Jesus, Son. I'm being pretty typical, but I do. I just hope you perform at the least for you. Do you know? It's a good game, and that you go away thinking you got your money's worth. Whether you win, or I hope you don't lose. Hey, mate, looks like you've got a wig on there with the background.
He does. It's this new London thing that he does.
You good? You enjoying it, mate? Yeah.
Did they see the opening of the show?
No.
You have to rewatch that.
Are Wolves kicking off? Are they playing Saturday, Wolves?
They're playing Saturday late afternoon. They're the late afternoon game.
You probably you won't get that on TV in England, but you probably get a radio.
It's coming from I'm
stream
hearing
if you want it, or something like that. Have you got an iPhone? Did you say an iPhone 5?
You didn't have headphones or anything?
Right, download a thing called Live Player.
No, they could find a pub that has BT Sport. It'll be fun.
Is it on BT Sport?
Turn your volume off.
Oh, Wolves are on BT Sport, so if you find a pub with BT in, it'll be on live there.
No, sorry. It'll be Sky Sports have
No, BT in it. No, are you sure? I'll have a look now.
Nobody wants to see that.
What do we have to watch on TV?
I'm just saying Wolves are on TV tomorrow. So if you find a pub, with, hang on, I'll tell you now.
Well, here's the thing. We're going to have to go out drinking with James.
We got to find James tomorrow.
Yeah, if you find a pub with Sky Sports, Wolves will be on.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's at half 5.
I'm not even going to ask if they win. I'm going to ask if they score.
You win.
Against West Ham.
You win 2-1.
Yeah. It's good on us.
No, it's funny you say that, Mark, because my betting in the dark pick sort of hinged on what you just said. So
yeah.
Interesting.
You guys are out of your mind. Diego Costa hat trick.
Does Costa score?
Hat trick.
Costa's not even. He'll play, but he's not close to match fit for Premier League. But he'll play.
Yeah, but neither are West Ham.
West
Ham are not match fit.
Yeah, jump on the train. It's only an hour away. Go watch Wolves.
An hour away?
Yeah.
No, they're playing at West Ham. They're playing it.
Are they at West Ham?
You literally just go across London on the tube.
Yeah, just mingle in. You'll get in there.
Yeah, they don't even sell tickets to those.
Just wear a bright orange
give them
jacket.
Away.
Wear a bright orange waistcoat jacket, a security jacket, and just wander in.
That'd be
should have thought of that. You kicked off at more than enough time to see both games.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is it more important to go to see West Ham Wolves, or is it more important to go walk a mile of pubs with James Reeves?
Well, it depends how much you love your friend.
I would much rather drink with James.
Well, yeah. Well, you had your opportunity today. You seemed to fluff that opportunity today, didn't you?
The motherfucker said, "The George." I typed in "The George." Only one popped up because the one he was at is called George.
You should have asked him what part of London he was in.
You should have just said, "Send us the fucking postcode."
I like how you guys are victim blaming.
You should have said, "Send us a zip code." Yeah.
You're blaming me. Not to mention, I texted him saying, "Are you at the George?
You on the same train?
Are you still there? Are you still there? We're on our way. Where are you?"
James can't be trusted with this information. It's on you to find out.
Right. You know where King's Cross Station is, don't you?
We were just there.
We were just there.
Right. You don't want to be in St Pancras. You want to be
that's across the way.
Yeah. Right. So that will get you to York.
No, we're all pretty sorted with that.
Right, cool.
This is thrilling content for our viewers.
To answer Freddie, man, the jet lag is terrible, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
How much sleep did you get?
The first night, none.
Nothing.
Because we were working. And then the next day, we got way too much sleep. We slept almost until the time that we had to check out of our hotel.
Way too much sleep. We slept until noon,
And our checkout
but
was
we didn't
at
go to
noon.
bed until like 3 or 4.
That's also true. We met up with some
That's only
crazy
80,
like
Romanian
guys. And
guys.
if you guys are watching, we don't remember your name. But that was a lot of fun. They
Sorry,
took us to
Tim.
a casino. It was weird. Just like
This doesn't surprise me.
oh man, they were very interested because we were wearing, and it was like, you guys are wearing the same hats. What's up with that? And we're like, oh, this is our show, man. These are our hats. And then they were like completely enthralled, and they were like, you want to go to a casino? And we're just like, sure.
And may I just add to Lolo about this is a thrilling show. You interrupted the talk about Leeds. We was flowing. We was just flowing, and you thought, oh no.
Ben, if you want me to get rid of him, I'll get
Say
rid
the
of him.
word.
John,
Say the word, host.
John, you don't need to ask me. It's your decision.
Should put him in a sin bin for 34
No, Ben.
seconds, really, in my
You
opinion.
guys are the hosts.
No, I like having
We're
you,
the
mate.
guests. You have to wrangle us.
We was going to call it In the Dungeon this week, but
It was too much work.
yeah,
I'm gonna
too
call
much
it
work.
four
we
more
we
gin and
worked on
tonics.
this branding for 3 years. We can't change it now.
I'd have to redecorate the dungeon and everything.
Yeah. So Lolo, your thoughts, North London derby? Come on, let's.
Tim, I'm just exhausted. I'm not even pissed right now. I'm just exhausted. That's why we're home early. Get a little rest. My thoughts on the North London derby tomorrow. If Arsenal do not score multiple goals in the first half, it will end a draw or an Arsenal loss. The Spurs are a terrible team that play terrible football. However, they've got the talent. They've got the talent to make one moment of a counterattack and score a goal. One moment for a Harry Kane penalty where he doesn't miss. They have that. It's very similar to what City is doing right now, where their City's not playing brilliant football.
But they're capable of getting results, yeah.
All they need is 2 moments, and they got 2 goals. And then they can be shit the rest of the match. Spurs less so, but it's the same sort of thing of like they can play Conti ball where it's an anti-possession game where they allow the other team to have possession, but they cannot break anything down. And then one moment, one fuck up, Kane's son over the top, something like that. And that's where like they got 6 on Leicester, 6-2. The only reason they got those was because Leicester thought they were in it, and Leicester let up their guard, and they allowed those 3 mistakes to happen. And Son was brilliant when he came off the bench. But so my thought is, if Arsenal don't put it away in the first half, the second half will not look good. If we score 2 goals in the first half, we could finish it 4-2, 5-2, 5-1, 5-0, something like that. But that first half is critical, and you do need to kind of put them away and let them get frustrated. And as opposed to the thought that Spurs haven't won against Arsenal at the Emirates for 12 years or whatever, that right now is hanging over Arsenal's head, not Tottenham's head. That's something that's hanging over our head of like, oh shit, we can't let this happen. So a goal, 2 goals, boom, all of a sudden Spurs are like, well, it's fine. We'll get them when they come to shit stadium or whatever they call it these days. Which is exactly what happened last season. So I'm hoping for something similar to that.
The first one or the second?
That's what I'm saying. The home match, we destroyed them.
Right.
Even though we let them get a goal. But you saw we scored 2 goals, and you could see it in their faces of like, that's just what happens here. We'll get them. We'll get them when we come back.
Teams are drastically different this season.
Are they?
I think so.
Arsenal are.
Yeah.
Spurs are exactly the fucking same.
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, they took care of all their issues in the summer in the summer
Did they?
window. I think so. He's the skeptical one. All I want to say is this, and I've said a bit of it in the broadcast we did earlier. Is all I want is an Arsenal victory so that the man sitting to the right of me has a happy trip for the rest of the week. Because if Arsenal doesn't win, he's going to be a mopey lady name. I don't know, mopey Mildred.
Karen.
And I don't want him to be a mopey Mildred. I want him to be happy. Because we still have many people to meet and many people to have fun with, and if Arsenal loses, he's just going to be beside himself. And I got a room with him.
I love how Mr. Freddie Mac put up genuinely good advice to you, gentlemen, and you were both looking at each other and not at Freddie Mac's advice.
Just lost my. I'm out of juice.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you very much, Freddie Mac.
Tell my
Yeah, we're gonna. They can hear you.
Oh, they can hear
You
me.
don't
My
have to
phone died,
whisper
lads.
like
Sorry, man.
Secret squirrel over here. Get over here, you twat.
Tell him my phone died.
Very good advice. That's why we're going in the morning, and luckily we can get there with the underground. So
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
thought you were
enjoy it.
going in the morning because it kicked off at 12:30.
That's what I said. Did I not say that? What did I say?
I have no idea.
You said, "Oh, we're going in the morning to beat the tube strike."
Yeah, early in the morning. Not like, oh, the match is at 12:30. We're gonna leave here at 11. No, like I told the guys I want to leave here at like 9. What did I say?
If you leave,
said he wants to leave
at
at 9.
9:30, your tube travel will be cheaper.
Cheaper than 9? I don't
No,
care.
there's a cut off at 9:30. Actually,
We're
I don't know
gonna
if that
eat
applies
before
for the
we get
weekend.
there. We have to.
Forget that. I think it's midweek. That yeah.
Either way, what do you guys think about what I've been saying about the match? Does that make sense? Do you agree with me?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
disagree?
no, I can see where you're coming from there. I think it also depends on refereeing shit as well, doesn't it? As well.
Well, the
Doesn't it
king
always?
penalty is gonna happen. Like, and I assume that will come with a red card for. I'm gonna say Saliba, just because they want to fuck with us.
Oh, Gabriel or
Funny
someone.
Lolo
Yeah.
should say that. He's
That
also
would be
said
that would be
that.
tragic if Gabrielle got the.
Which
Is that-
one?
is that another
Exactly.
betting?
Which one?
It would almost.
Lolo said some things that feed into my thinking on betting in the dark. So interesting.
There you go.
Very interesting.
go.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not all stupid, unless you're very stupid, and then we just match.
It's probably the case, to be fair.
I would like to think.
I'll tell you now. 1 second.
The ref for the North London Derby is one of the shitty Premier League referees that we have because they're all fucking
Oh, is
shit.
it?
Referee is Paul
Paul-
Tierney.
Paul
Paul
Thomas
Tierney.
Anderson.
Paul Tierney.
Paul
Paul
Thomas
Tierney.
Anderson.
He's not bad.
No, Paul Thomas Anderson is fantastic.
You've got
He
Tierney.
made boogie
It's
nights.
Tierney.
Who've we got actually? That's a
Yeah,
we've got
P.T. Barnum.
shit refs, I think.
P.T. Barnum, you know, he's a bit of a shyster, but he makes some points.
Oh,
where
we've
he
got
says there's
Stuart-
a
we've
sucker
got-
born every minute.
Fuck's sake. We've got Stuart Atwell. He's wank.
He's going to be a tough one.
Ah, he's fucking dog shit, isn't he? They're all dog shit. They're fucking.
They're
Someone's gotta do
all
it.
dog shit.
Why? I got a question, man. Why do the pubs close so early in London?
Because you're not in the main part of London, are you? Leicester
We've
Square.
been all the fuck
Everywhere
over.
closes at like midnight, 11 o'clock.
There's multiple. There's
You
like
need
the
to be in.
shit
You
ones
need
that
to
stay
be in
open
like
late.
fucking Soho and shit like that. Where
We
they're
were.
We were.
We
You
were.
were?
Yeah, yesterday,
fucking-
last night.
Mm.
Everything closed at
I
midnight.
wore my high heels.
Was
and
it Thursday?
everything.
I don't know. Well, I've always seemed to find pubs that are up until 3, 4.
No, I
And
mean
then-
you
Yeah,
can find them. We just gotta
walked
search.
past loads
Chris,
that were open.
Yes, Chris. Yeah.
hold
it's-
on, Tom. You walked past loads that were open, and you told us to go to the one that closed at 11.
No, I'm saying
No, that one
after we
closed at
left,
midnight.
We walked past. No, after we left on the way to the train station, we passed loads that were open.
We found nothing.
Hold on. How did your phone die? You brought an entire bag with us the whole day. You
It
have
just
like a
died.
phone charger. You have like one of those radio backpacks
didn't-
that they
he
use
didn't-
in
I
World War
wish,
II.
I wish I had.
He didn't plan for 12 hours of Trevor McDonald.
Sounds like a lover's
That was
quarrel.
2 days ago. Oh, John, most of this trip is a lover's
It
quarrel.
was yesterday.
It's just been the
It
love
was yesterday,
fest.
man.
And John, by the way, at dinner you were missed. Anisha spoke very highly of you.
We tried to convince her otherwise, but
She knows better.
No.
no. Anisha actually said, "I miss John so much. I miss John so much. Whenever
Yeah.
I'm having a good day or
Yeah,
a bad
yeah.
day at 4 p.m., nobody texts me to go drink on the stoop.
Yeah.
It's terrible."
Yeah. John, if I could just say and be very, very serious about this. One of the things that, I asked Anisha, as we were talking, I asked her, I was like, hey, what is the thing that you miss about Brooklyn? You moved away 2 years ago. What do you miss? Because she definitely was talking about, we live in Manchester and Will misses this in London. And I miss this in London. And I asked her very seriously, I was like, what do you miss in Brooklyn? And she very quickly and very sincerely said, John Chiarelli.
Nice. That's my buddy.
Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you.
Thanks.
I thought that was pretty damn cool.
Nice. I'll have to send her a little thank you note.
Yeah. And she got her mail.
Nice.
I did my best Newman impression. I tried to lose it. I left it at the bar. Lolo was there to cover my ass.
There
Because
were
I got to the hotel room and I'm like, oh shit, I left Anisha's mail.
There were a couple of jury summonses. Like she was called for jury duty here in Brooklyn.
That is amazing.
And
I think
she's
she
the
can get
only
an
person-
extension.
Right. She was the only person that she was so pissed off she wasn't going to be able to go because she was living over in Manchester. She wanted to do it. I guess just because, it's something new.
No. I've had the pleasure of doing jury duty in Brooklyn, and it sucks. You sit in a big room and they don't allow food or drink, and you sit in a room and you wait and you wait and you wait for your name to get called or your number to get called. And then if it doesn't get called, you have to come back the very next day and go through the whole process again. Yeah. Meanwhile, there are more people who are filling the room who have been called for jury duty on the following day that you're stuck with those guys as well.
Right.
Gotcha. But yeah, she looks great. The baby's beautiful.
Nice.
That baby is absolutely beautiful.
Nice. And how are you doing, Chris?
Yeah, I was.
What I also miss most about Brooklyn is this isn't a Guinness. It just looks like one. Is Guinness is on 10th Street. That's for sure.
That's the best. I miss them too. I can't get a keg because there's nobody here to drink them. It would just be me drinking an entire keg.
Because I was just grabbing shit.
So, but anyway, you guys are in. I'm out.
How's your week been?
Hi.
So how are you, Chris?
Oh, I'm good, man. How are you guys doing? I have no idea what's going on in football. I refuse to watch any international matches. Liverpool hasn't played in weeks. It's been a good cleanse.
It has been a bit of a low res football couple of weeks, and I was saying it earlier today. I cannot believe that I'm seeing my first Premier League match tomorrow. I'm just over the moon.
12:30, right? It's the first game, right?
Yeah, it's a 12:30 match.
Yeah,
and then I'm cannot believe that I'm going to be meeting all the Leeds people at Ellen Road of all places.
Yes, and we're looking forward to having you, Matt.
I can't wait. I mean, and then in between, I'm going to be meeting the James.
Can I ask your? Was you chuffed to meet Tom? Was that what you visioned?
it was brief, and it was but it kind of was, I mean, Lolo and I are on the plane, and we're like talking about Gary, and we're talking about Tom, and it's like, we haven't met these guys ever. What there we are. There's Lolo. And I was just like, I was like, oh, Gary's gonna be like 6'1".
That's going to be your new happy hour pitch.
Oh, absolutely. Mr. Tom is going to be like, he's going to be like, 5'9", 5'8", somewhere in there.
No.
I know. But it was a grand time, even though it was very, very brief.
About 5'5" ish.
I'm 6'5".
I was waiting for you to say 6'5".
Everybody.
I'm 6'5".
Everybody.
You guys could be like a.
Chris, you look about 5'8", 5'9".
5'10".
5'10".
I've pissed everybody off. They've all left.
Tom and Ben would be a good striker pairing.
Yeah, like Rodney Wallace and Brian Dean.
Yeah.
And if my legs get tired, I'll just sit in Ben's pocket. It's fine.
Yeah, that's the one.
The other one.
I see. We're playing the Dirty Jersey Devils tonight.
Yeah, it's still preseason though, I think, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm
I'm
having serious doubts about this New Orleans Saints team. They're letting me down.
They're terrible this season.
We've had so much fun talking to the Saints fans.
Yeah, that's been the best.
In London, and they're super shy. They're like, oh my God, we're in London. What the hell, And we're just like walking by them. They've got the fleur-de-lis on them, and we're like, who that? Just watching them light up. It's
so
amazing.
Ben, something that you will respect about being a New Orleans Saints fan. Here's the thing: the Saints have traditionally been terrible.
Yeah,
they've been terrible.
Well, I did check the last time they won it. Yeah, so yeah.
We went
traditionally terrible.
What?
Like the Lions are traditionally terrible. Like
no, the Lions are traditionally terrible and continue to be terrible. The Saints just had a Saints had a moment of respite.
To be honest,
only good because
when the Saints were terrible, you weren't even born. The Saints were the first team to go 0-16.
They continued to be terrible after that.
You don't remember when they were called the Aints.
I do.
Real.
And they had the brown paper bags on their face. But here's what I'm saying, Ben.
Yeah.
The reason I support the Saints has nothing to do with football.
Yeah.
It's 100% about New Orleans, the city, and everybody knows that.
All that. Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Sure, man.
And so when we walk down the street, the saying, the thing you shout out if you see another Saints fan is you say, "Who dat? Who dat?" And it comes from us singing a song that says, "Who dat? Who dat? Who that said they're gonna beat them Saints? Who that?
Damn.
Who that?" No,
I thought it came from the guy in Waterboy who was Gentle Ben.
No,
comes out of the tent and goes, "Who there?"
No, it is not.
Oh my God!
But
we suck again.
Haggerty.
We suck again.
Yeah.
When you walk down the street, you can tell a true Saints fan when you see one down the street and you just go, "Who that?" And they turn around and go, "Who that?" And you're like, all right.
It's a bit like Leeds fans then. Leeds fans salute each other. Yeah.
Needless to say,
that's
we
why
have
you would
made
respect
many people's days today because every time we saw a Saints jersey, we were like, "Who dat?"
And they turn around with such joy and look for who the fuck just said that, and then they go, "Who dat? Who dat?" And that's it, and we walk away.
Who
we
dat
don't
is
say
fucking
another
Lolo.
word.
Who that? Who that?
Oi.
Yeah, it's lovely, guys.
It's
Green Bay are going to win it.
It's fine,
No.
but that's what I'm saying. Being a
Sorry,
Saints
lad.
fan is not about
No.
football.
How did the
fact
Giants get beat?
The fact that we won a
Dallas?
Super Bowl was mind blowing.
That was very upsetting. I had to tell Gary off for that.
It was very upsetting for me as well because I lost a small bundle. I actually think a team that
I won well on that game.
I think a team. It was Barkley that fucked me up. I think a
They're
team
looking
that,
at us.
that
They're open
could be
24 hours.
a team that could be the dark horse for the Super Bowl in the NFL. LA Chargers.
Yeah, they've looked good. They have.
They're at a good
They
start.
look very
I thought
good.
I thought they threw it away against Kansas.
I've got one
They
word
had
for
that.
you. No, sorry, it's more like
Five words.
5
Yeah,
words.
Gary.
Wait a minute. 5 words.
Gary.
5 words for you. Ready?
Dolphins. Yeah,
Miami
they do look
Dolphins.
Good. They do
Dolphins,
look.
but
They're
you know
traditionally
what?
shit as
No
well, aren't
Tua.
Did Tua get hurt?
No Tua.
He's out. He's out.
Oh,
He's done.
No, they're 2-2
In
and 1
last
now.
I
night's
know.
game,
Last night.
last night's
Oh,
game,
3-1.
he got
That's when I fell asleep.
I
smashed.
just listen to
and
me,
they
right,
took him
guys.
to the
Listen to
hospital.
me. I just don't think you can
Second
ever
back,
rule out
right?
Patrick Mahomes. I know he didn't play the last game, but
I'll say this,
that
Ben.
guy can pull a result out of nowhere.
Without Tariq, I think Kansas City is a lesser team. I really do.
But I've watched him over his since he sort of his rookie season where he had a great season. But I've watched him and he just seems to know how to. He's a bit Brady like. He can dig a result out of the team when they're down.
Yeah. But also say this: I think the rest of the division that the Chiefs are in have kind of caught up, with the exception of the Raiders. I think that the Chargers have gotten better. Who else is in that division? Chargers.
Well, I lost love for the Raiders when they went to Vegas. So
I tell you what, though, that's been 30 years in the making, 40 years in the making.
I understood that. Yeah, but
there's been talk of Raiders going to Vegas for as long as I can remember.
While on the subject, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir. It's your show.
How come it took us coming to London to start talking about the NFL?
Yeah, I was going to move us on because
the NFL's coming to London tomorrow.
I do believe it's time for our weekly segment of Mr. Tom.
Packers.
So we'll go over for betting in the dark, I think.
Betting in the dark with Mr. Tom.
Come on, love, place your bets.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Cyril's on holiday this week. He went to Brooklyn. So, yeah.
Just Lolo? Not where's Lolo and Mark? Just Lolo?
You're like the wizard that you
You're like
look
the
for in the
wizard.
book as well.
It would have been too
Well,
long.
Wally did have a dog.
He only had so many characters to type.
Waldo.
Hang on. He's
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry, but he's called Where's Wally in England.
Oh,
not
is he?
Waldo.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But then remember, like,
No, they
you had to search for the
changed it.
wizard. Did you guys have?
Oh,
that?
have we got Waldo now? It's Where's Wally to me. It always has been, always will be. So sorry, Tom. Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. Basically, I've gone with Arsenal to win 2-1 because, as Lolo pointed out, Spurs have got quite the streak of scoring against Arsenal, which is quite a lot recently. And I basically feel if Arsenal don't score 2 goals, they won't win. For certain. I think they will win 2-1. Jesus will score or get the yellow card. That means he'll be banned for his next game. And
Yeah,
he'll
Liverpool.
probably get the card. He'll probably get the card because hopefully he'll not get carded, but then get carded against Liverpool, so he won't be playing against Leeds. But life don't work like that, and it don't usually work in my favour like that. So he's probably going to score.
This is a weird season, Tom. It could.
Yeah, but they're pretty. To say that just to be shown cards, they're good returns. For
Yeah.
It's,
Well, his is score a goal or
yeah.
Or card.
Yeah, so you don't have
it's
to.
either one.
Yeah. So if he gets either, you get the point in the bet. Yeah, you don't have to pick one.
Yeah,
And you can now do these assists and stuff while you're here. So just go into a little bookies and then.
I think.
we could go place this bet right now at the
bet.
casino.
Yeah.
The problem with this bet that I have the most problem with is the Shaka card.
Yeah, he's a
Because
bit more.
I don't know.
Hold
what
on,
it
guys.
was,
Pause
It's
for
the
a
North
Mark
London
showing
derby.
respect for Shaka
But
moment.
there was a moment in like toward the end of last season where I don't know how to explain it other than he got his shit together and he has played clean football ever since.
I agree.
I don't even think he has been given a card since last season. I don't think he's had
He's
a
not
card
been, he's
at all
not been
this
under
year.
pressure.
Can I
That's also
counterpunch? Can I
true. That's
counterpunch?
also
I totally agree with what you're saying there, Matt. But you've got to check into this. Is going to be a cold run of football tomorrow. This is the North London derby. You've got to be. There's tackles going in. There's going to be a lot of cards tomorrow.
I think 2-2.
I do want to see a rough and tumbling match, and I want to see two teams that truly hate one another and just go at it. I really do. I want to see an exciting game. If this is a 0-0, just like lay back and just like park the bus, as they might say, I'm going to be very disappointed. I've come far too far to see this, to see a boring one. I don't think Leeds and Villa is going to be boring, but this one, this one does have the opportunity to be.
You'll either get a tight couple of goals like the 2-1, or it will be a goal fest like they have been over the years. Because they're both attacking teams and they both can be suspect at the back.
How dare you? How dare you call Spurs an attacking team? How dare you call Spurs an attacking team?
What I mean is when Spurs counter-attack, they're a dangerous team that can put 4 goals away in a game, any game.
But Ben, if they score 4 goals, they had 4 attacks.
Well, fair enough, but
they are not an attacking team.
With them two,
they are a counter-attacking team.
But still,
Conti ball is Conti ball.
My prediction is that this is the last week a team not named Man City is at the top of the table. I think this is a draw, and then City leaps them.
You see, Chris, I'm going to agree with you. I do think this has draw written on it. And unfortunately, I do think this might have 0-0 written on it, and that's just not going to be fun.
I think 1-1, Matt, personally, but yeah, I do. Look, on regards to your trip, a draw is not a bad thing, is it? It's not what you want.
It's a terrible thing.
No, it's not what I want. It's not what I want from.
I think you'll be more happy with a draw if you stole it late than you would if you wasted chances after chances.
Fair enough.
But that a draw to me, if this is a draw, it means Arsenal had chance after chance after chance after chance that they just didn't put away. No.
I think anyone who have chance after
anyone who draws against Spurs, that is exactly what happens. Spurs give you all the opportunities in the world because they're a defensive, sit back, counterattack team. So if it's a draw, it will be like a 22 shots, 12 on target type of match where we get no goals. And that is so frustrating because we need to be better than that. We need to be a better team than that puts those chances away, even against a good defensive team and a good keeper.
Right. Can I ask a question? Would you put the pound on?
No, I would not. Because I don't think
pound is
Shaka
getting
gets
cheaper
card.
by the moment, so
I don't think Shaka gets a card.
Thanks for that, Chris. Thanks for that.
He's been playing very, very clean, and so no,
I'd put a pound, but I wouldn't put $1.
I'm not.
The dollar is much stronger.
Can I? Speaking of pounds and in the denominations, I have a question. Why is the penny bigger than the pound coin?
No, the 2 pence is. The penny isn't.
It's a 2 pence.
I don't know why in this day and age we still have 2 and 1p's. The 2 and 1p's are just so they can rip us off and just put everything.
It's so they can say something's $4.99 and make you feel like it's cheaper than a fine. It's not.
Yeah, when it in. Yeah,
I just don't know. I don't know why it's so big.
Yeah, I think
it makes no sense.
The 50p.
I mean, even the euro penny is like that big.
The euro penny flies away.
Can we have the next slide? Come on, guys. Come on. Next slide. Fucking penny.
Oh, thank you.
Listen to this guy.
He's acting like a host
on my phone.
Deduction points when you're on the quiz, you two.
Excuse me, man. It's Mr. Tom's time. He has to announce the next bet.
Right. I've got 5 seconds to speak. Lovely. So,
in my mind, you have 45 minutes to speak.
Oh my God. Couldn't even let me have the 5-second joke, sir. Anyway. Right. So I've gone West Ham to win. With respect to you, sir, the Wolves, obviously, I think it's either going to be 1-0 to West Ham or 2-0 to West Ham. So I've gone West Ham to win under 2.5. I was a bit cowardly, so I didn't go specific. I think Bowen's going to either score one of the goals or assist one of them. But obviously, Ruben Neves will have a shot from range that will probably be saved by the goalkeeper, but will bump up your money to a cool £27.92.
Do their mods raise considerably if you pick goal or assist? Either one of them rather than both?
Yeah. No, it's lower because I've gone with both.
Yeah, I thought
for
that. For
example, I can tell you this. If you had just picked Bowen to score, it would pay £42.
Right, cool. Yeah.
So I did look into that.
Look who else is here.
And
Hey, Gary.
you're my latex salesman. I'm blown away by this.
Hey,
Welcome
I
home,
want
sir.
to be my lady.
Welcome home.
I'm gonna say this, that I think the Wolves win this one. I think Diego Costa scores. Diego Costa gets a red card and knocks Bowden out of the game.
I don't think he's on the pitch long enough for the
David
red
Moyes
card.
gets fired soon.
What?
Costa will either
I think
start
Moyes
and
gets
come
fired
off.
soon too.
Who?
I just think whatever
Really?
this game be. Can I just say, whatever this game be, I think it's a massive opportunity for both teams.
I agree. I
If they
totally
have 4
agree.
points from 8 games with that roster, I think by game. I think if they're not at a point per game by like game 11 or 12,
Yeah, you're in a battle. You're in yeah. That's how
Well,
it is.
Can
You
we
need to be
just
on. You
acknowledge
need to be on a
that
point
Gary is
and a half per game. I think by
Yeah.
15.
How are you,
games.
Gary? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
You guys
good.
don't care about me.
Gary, we just spent
I
like
just
3
met
hours
Mark
with you.
Yeah, I know you're probably tired of me. I get it.
No,
But everybody
we
else
do
hasn't
care
seen
about
me.
you. But I'm gonna say this, Chris. 2 seasons ago, when you were on the Stoop before you moved to
predicted he was
Jersey, you said that Moyes would be fired by Halloween. That's
They had
definitely
the
not
hardest
been the
schedule
case.
To start like the first 10 games.
It's
So-
definitely not been the case, and they've qualified in some way or other for Europe, and I think that has bought him a little bit of grace. I expect Brendan Rodgers to be fired before David Moyes, and to be honest, to be real honest, I might expect that Bruno Lage might get fired before David Moyes.
I think all 3 of those guys might go this year.
Oh no, all 3 will
Could be.
definitely go
Could be.
if things stay similar, because of the amount of managers that got sacked last season was absurd, but will eventually become normal.
Yeah.
Teams were basically, as soon as teams were hitting like 15th,
They're
were
all
like,
good
"Oh,
coaches.
I don't like this drop in form."
I think they're all good coaches. Sometimes things just go.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like I could excuse Lage for not winning, because they play solid ball. What I can't excuse is they don't score, and I think the ownership is basically looking at that. I don't think they're looking at wins and losses. I think they're looking at the fact that the Wolves just can't find the back of the onion bag.
It's tough. You sign a nice striker from Germany. He gets hurt his first game.
15. He lasted 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It's
He must
like
know Patrick Bamford.
I see. You seen it that? Do you know when he did that celebration? You saw it, didn't you? You just knew he just injured himself.
I did. I said that immediately.
Thank you, John. Anyway, yeah.
All right, we got the Manchester Derby.
Do you know? Can I just say before you start this, I had no clue that this was on.
I only found out.
Apparently,
when I
Anisha
walked past
didn't
the
either.
bookie, walked past the bookie, and it had a big display that basically said it's Derby weekend. To which I went, "Well, I know one Derby. What's the other one?" And I was like, "Oh, it's them." That was it.
I did not know they were playing until this moment.
Right. So I've got Man City to win comfortably 3-1. De Bruyne by law of averages, should at least assist one of the three. And then Martinez, to be under pressure, get himself put in the book, turn 1 into 55, Bob's your uncle.
Why is it that high? Because City and De Bruyne should be like easy money. That
It's the exact
right?
score, I think. Is
It is the
But
exact
we're
score.
talking about 55 pounds.
Because off the top of my head, De Bruyne to get the assist is even money, I think, and Martinez to get a booking is 2-1. So the correct score is what is making it a high odd in the first place for the other one to be doubled, and then basically, yeah.
Yeah, I like that bet. I like that.
To be fair, though, I should say any other team to win 3-1 would pay more than Man City to win 3-1.
Well, I guess they assume United is much better than that. Yeah. Am I
Well, to
muted?
be fair, yeah, basically, yeah.
they've been playing
I
better.
can't
It's been
see.
a while since they played.
Yeah.
I'm
I
surprised
can't
United's
see
given
anything.
that much. Yeah.
No, go on, Gary.
No, I was just saying, I'm surprised United is given that much credit in the bank in terms of how good they've been playing, and it's going to translate into they have to really City has to be really good to get a 3-1 win in this match. You know, based on the odds that you're getting there. So
Right. Being an Arsenal fan, and I didn't watch the trip after the game when you got beat 3-1. Do you think you got beat because you were bad or they were good?
I think if you give a team opportunities to beat you and they don't, that's on them. And they took advantage every time we made a mistake defensively, and that's why the game was 3-1. It could have been 1-1 easy, yeah. But we made. I mean, they did. I don't think they made the chances as much as we set ourselves up, and they took advantage of it, and like they're supposed to. Because if you did, because I always look at other teams and go, why are they playing City this way? Why are they playing Liverpool this way? They don't play us this way. Well, that's what we look like against United. We played right into our hands.
I think starting Martinez with Varane and pulling Maguire has totally changed that team. It's amazing Maguire hadn't been pulled. I mean, maybe Varane was injured. I don't know.
He was injured last year, and his injuries did linger on. But it was the best move that Man U could have done was sit him down, because ever since they sat him, they've been a completely different team.
I mean, after the first game, everyone's like, "Hey, Lisandro Martinez, this guy's not fit for this league." And then the last
what game is that, Jimmy?
Oh, he's been good. He's been good. He's been very, very good.
No, but if you look at the Arsenal match, the first half, it wasn't like they blew us away.
No.
Right? I mean, so for me, it's like that's kind of how that game should have gone. Is that first half?
How many of these I've won, Jason?
We haven't cleared much on betting in the dark. What was the match that screwed me over?
Last Saturday.
Last Saturday, it was the Galaxy game. Within like stoppage time was like 5 minutes, and for whatever reason it continued. San Jose scored in the 96th minute and took my money away. I believed so much in that bet, I put a tenner on it. And I was this close.
I've done better on the MLS than on any other league. I mean,
I'm very happy that you are doing well. For me, I do well when I hit up the Cantac special, which is Major League Baseball, the Atlanta Braves, LA Dodgers, New York Yankees, the Houston Astros, and who's the Mets. I parlay all 5 of those teams, and I have every day since he proposed that bet, and I'm like up like crazy.
Bandy, no, Bandy, no. We don't ever say that.
I don't think anybody wants that. Like, who wants that?
Bandy,
Well,
man.
It's
you
better
know,
for an
if,
Arsenal.
if,
You guys win
if-
and that happens in the art. If United
You speak with your head in situations like this, Bandy. Your head.
Yeah, but I mean, anybody looking at the
brother.
teams goes, all right, if City loses to Man United, that gives Arsenal a much better chance. Nobody's saying that.
I got to be
That's
honest.
what I do
upset.
when I watch the table. When I look at the table every week, that's how I think about it. I'm like,
I was upset. I had to acknowledge all the other games, really.
No. Yeah.
No, you do.
I honestly
You know,
do
Liverpool
not.
definitely
Other than the two games that are involved
Speaking of
with
the
your
table,
weekend,
should I
I
bring
don't
it
know
up?
any other games.
Just quickly, if you were interested on doing a Arsenal Leeds double, you would be looking at roughly £4 for every pound you put on. In case anyone needed to know that. Anyone that was attending football this weekend.
That's 4-1.
No, it's 3-1. 3-1.
3-1. What would
Thanks
that be in
for the-
American
thanks
odds?
for the quick one.
Plus 300.
you know, honestly, the odds are pretty much the same across the board.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like 3-1 is 3-1 is 3-1.
Right. But what's this plus 300 minus 300 shit?
That's basically it's a fancy way of saying 3-1 odds.
Right. Cool. Yeah. I
You
thought
know,
as much,
for
yeah.
whatever reason, they break it down.
Well, when I'm watching Sky, that's how they do the odds for the NFL games. Plus 300 underdog or whatever.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's usually based on a $100 bet, right?
Right.
Correct.
Cool.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I gathered. I didn't think it was 100 cents. So yeah.
You'd have to put, is it 300 to make 100? I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense though.
Yeah, it is similar. I sort of sussed it, but I just wanted you to confirm it because you never know. You could be wrong. So how was your trip, Gary? Are you glad to be home, brother?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Eating well and, of course, drinking well.
Mr. Tom speaks well of your dad.
No, we had fun.
Oh, he's a gentleman.
So,
Absolute gentleman.
yeah, it was great.
Proper gentleman.
When Lolo and Mark left us hanging for like 2.5 hours.
We were working.
I don't.
You chose Trevor McDonald over Gary's dad, and
I gotta tell you, man. Like, Tom and Gary send us pictures of the pints saying these are waiting. for
I
you.
saw him. Yeah, I saw him.
These are waiting for you, and we hustle. We hustle out of the gig. We get an Uber, and we say we have 17 minutes. He's like, "Oh, I'll get you there in 19." That's what the GPS is saying. We get to the gate, and they're like, "Sorry, man, we're not letting anybody else in. We're closed." And I got right in the fucking bouncer's face, and very quietly, you know, I mean, I wasn't being aggressive. I said, "Listen, man, we just spent 12 to 14 hours working a gig where we haven't had fuck all to eat or drink. We really need these beers, and these beers are waiting for us." And then Lolo pulls out his phone and shows the picture of the pints that are waiting for us, and he's like, "You boys are good. Come in." I'm like, "Fucking thank you." Thank you, because I was determined one way or another. Lolo and I were going to come in there and we were going to drink beers or drink pints with Gary and Tom. There was no no.
Plan B was Tom
no.
was going to let you through the toilet window.
Oh, I would have bum rushed the show.
Tell Mark what I did to the pint before we touched it.
Is that a Public Enemy reference?
Public
I think
Enemy
it
on
is.
it.
Yeah. Bum rush the show. I might be fat and slow, but I am nimble.
There you go.
Was
Quick
that
left,
the
right.
picture of the Samuel Smiths?
Yeah, Sam Smith.
No, those were taken today, which was the most beautiful pint I've ever had in my life. No joke. That's pint was beer. So delicious. It's just this pub, like I think it's called Chandon or something like that. It's just on the corner.
It's from your neck of the woods, right, Ben?
Absolutely delicious, and it was like you taste it, and and you melt in your seat.
It's
You're
known
just
as
like,
right.
it's
There's
so
rules. Right.
it's
There's rules.
so fucking good.
The guy who owns it is a multi-billionaire. He's that rich he pays not to be on the Forbes list. He owns half the property in Leicester. He's called Humphrey Smith, and he has so strict rules. You're not allowed to use mobile phones in his pub. You're not allowed to. There's no entertainment licenses. Nothing. His landlords have got to be married, and he's an absolute eccentric. But he's known because his beer is cheaper than everywhere else. It's a good £3 cheaper, than everywhere else.
Yeah.
And there's that many of them in London, but it's 10 minutes from York in the north, in Tadcaster.
You can buy it.
Originally, Samuel Smith was John Smith's brother, and they split. And one brewery is one side of Tadcaster, and the other's the other side of Tadcaster. And there's also another brewery, which is, I think it was one of the Bass breweries. It was just a smaller brewery in Tadcaster, but it's only a small little town in between Leeds and York. And it's got three breweries.
By far, the absolute best pint I've ever had in my life. And it was the perfect temperature and not too carbonated and all the things.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen who are tuning into our show today, this is not hyping anything. It was the most delicious beer I've ever had.
I've always wanted it on draft. You can get it like the 17-ounce bottle of beer and the 4-packs.
That's the one. Pushing you.
But that's
so good. So good.
Yeah, I think Coors bought Bass out, Jimmy. Because Coors Canadian, I think they are they?
Colorado.
Yeah. Cool.
You're thinking
here in America we call it.
That's near Canada, isn't it? Though it's right up the top. Is that where South Park is? Colorado.
No, it's terrible beer.
Pretty central.
Some of the worst beer you'll ever drink. That and Oli,
in Denver.
Olympia.
Denver, Colorado, isn't it?
Yeah, South Park. Yeah, it's Colorado.
Is it Olympia? Olympia is in the water. That's their slogan.
It's what you're drinking.
I don't mind a Coors Light. A Coors Light's all right.
It's good after a run.
Fair enough.
It's like a hydrating beer. I love it.
It's the soda of beer.
Yeah, but that's what Budweiser is over here. It's like the soda of beer.
Budweiser tastes like piss.
Yeah, it's like weak as shit.
I love Budweiser. Make no mistake. I drink that. Piss
Next
beer
time you go in a Sam Smith's, have an Alpine Lager. An Alpine Lager. Have one of them. That'll blow your socks off.
Who got the? Why did somebody get the red card?
Brooklyn Lager is just okay.
Because they were talking down about Budweiser. That's why.
I do apologize, John.
I know a lot of Brits that came over to the States to drink Budweiser. They can drink Canada.
I'm flying the flag. I'm flying the flag, so come on. One more.
Should have all done the what's up, really.
The Czech Budweiser is better.
What's up? Is it that? What's up? No, I like the frogs, bud. Why? You guys get different commercials, don't you?
We got the frogs.
Did you have the frogs? Did you have the 3 frogs, bud? Why?
You guys have that I wish we had is the what do they call it? Real ale or the cask ale? That stuff.
Cask ale, yeah.
That stuff's delicious.
There's a lot of tiny little breweries dotted over that do cask ales in England. Do you know? Just like local breweries, they do some good cask ales.
Americans didn't do what's up.
But there's a whole world of drink in this country. It's mad. Ben, wash your mouth out. How the fuck can
yeah, but I have to say the coffee here is terrible. The coffee here is absolutely
May I
shit.
defend myself, Sol? I don't drink bitter or ale or I drink lager or vodka, fucking lime and lemonade.
But the coffee here is shit. I've yet to have a good cup of coffee.
No, I don't drink coffee either, Lolo, so I couldn't recommend any to you. I really.
That's because they want you to decide to have lager instead.
When you visit, you can. I'll bring some Yorkshire tea bags. We'll have a Yorkshire tea.
I can have tea, sure. Tea is fine, but when I want a cup of coffee, so far all the coffee I've got, even if I've gone to a coffee shop,
When we have
It's
breakfast
just shit.
Monday morning, I'll bring. They've got PG tips in there, I think, but I'll bring some Yorkshire tea bags, and we'll have a York, and that'll sort any hangover out straight away. You just.
I think he
Go
wants
and
the
pay
tea
£10
bag.
for a Starbucks. You'll feel right at home.
I'll bring you. I'll give you some to take home anyway. A box of Yorkshire tea.
All right. Well, I'm bringing a bottle of tequila for you.
Yeah. Do you want anything else, my friend? Anything Yorkshire?
Just you.
Oh, my dad's got you a gift anyway, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. But you'll meet my dad on Monday. So.
A Yorkshire
All right.
pudding.
Yeah, my dad's got you and Mark a gift. So.
Yeah, I do enjoy Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah.
Get him a Yorkshire Terrier.
I'll take you to the hog roast. They do a Yorkshire pudding wrap with roast beef in it.
That sounds great.
Yeah, we'll have that for dinner then. Yeah.
That's like roast beef in a pancake.
Yeah, we'll have that for lunch.
That
Yeah.
sounds fucking delicious.
No, it's
Sounds
cool, man.
great.
It's not a pancake, man. It's different.
No, I know how to make Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, you make the same mix as a pancake, but you cook it
essentially.
different. Yeah.
But you put it in a muffin tin, and you put hot ass oil in the muffin tin.
It's not as deep as a muffin tin, though, is it?
Well, it's essentially a fucking muffin tin, and you put hot ass oil in there, and then you throw pancake batter in that bitch, and it explodes like crazy.
Get him a Wigan kebab.
And it's delicious. What I wanted is a fucking.
May I just ask Pink Cushion to emphasize on Arab's jock straps, please?
It doesn't even sound like something I want to even know.
Yo, hold on.
I
Somebody
wanna know
said Cafe Nero. Somebody said Cafe Nero makes the best coffee. That's literally across the street.
Yeah, it's all right now.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll
they
try
probably
that in the
do.
morning.
What have you got here? Starbucks and Costa and Cafe Nero. Is that about it?
I suggested Starbucks because he was complaining about the coffee. So I was like,
I
have
hate
something that's
Starbucks.
American, go to Starbucks.
I hate
And pay 15.
Starbucks in America.
You're
Why
probably
would I?
better off finding a quaint little hippie fucking coffee house that's got fresh beans.
Yep.
I'm not even that. You know, the coffee that I like is from the fucking deli, the bodega on the corner.
Yeah,
in
man.
New
There
York.
is somewhere.
Like I
You
don't
need to
I
go
don't
like
need
Camden Market or
classy.
something.
I don't
Camden
need
Market or
classy,
something.
crazy
You'll find
coffee.
some
I need a
fucking coffee
good,
shops around there.
a good fucking brew of coffee with some milk in it. And
Does
that's it.
anybody in the comments live in London that knows where there's a fucking nice coffee for Lolo and Mark?
And I don't need
McDonald's.
posh coffee. McDonald's probably. You're probably right.
Hang on, how would you put it? Just a proper cup of Joe.
Yeah, can we
Now
stop
that's
talking about food?
McDonald's coffee.
Scooby's Tetley's comment. Right, cool.
There is a Chipotle in London. I saw that.
Is that Leeds Tetley's? It is, isn't it? Joshua Tetley's. Yeah. I don't drink bitter. Bitter's fucking horrible.
I think Gordon Ramsay said something tasted like Gandhi's flip flop, which
There's
made
a
me
phone
wonder,
there.
has he eaten
Somebody's
Gandhi's
phone is-
flip-flops?
is
I know that.
Exactly, yeah. It's like when someone
Yeah,
says
yeah.
that tastes like shit. Do you really lick bumhole?
Sorry. Yeah, he's charging it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Gary, you got that. You got that there, Gary, didn't you? It's like, no, you don't, do you? So it don't taste like shit, does it? It just don't taste nice.
Do you guys want to talk about the table or the upcoming?
No, yeah, John. Let's put the table up and let's see where we can all end up at the weekend. So it's in Arsenal's hands as we speak, but I think that's
Do you think
going to
this
change.
is the first North London derby in a long time where the teams are realistically equal? Because usually one is significantly better than the other.
Yeah.
And in my eyes, Leeds would have won against Manchester United, so we're technically on 11 points with a +2 goal difference. So Leeds are 6 in my eyes at the minute.
Tom, what are the odds for Newcastle to draw every game for the rest of the season? 5 draws in 7 games is a lot.
That was Brighton last year, wasn't it? They had a lot of draws.
I've not even noticed that. You know,
I didn't do right now.
are they on a minus goal difference as well? Yeah, they are. Aren't they? Minus. Oh no, we've
No, I
changed.
just switched. I think they're +1.
Yeah.
Gary, you've got a message from Mr. Scott Newby.
What is that?
Has anyone got a marker to draw background behind Gary? I'm Mr. King of Green Screen.
Sorry.
The king of Green Screen.
We need to draw a road, don't we? Road.
It did look like he had like a whiteboard behind him, like an art attack or something.
When I go on location, the green screen goes away. I'm sorry, folks. It doesn't travel well.
Right, guys, I'm just going to disappear for 2 seconds. I need a pee, so we're not going to have. I don't think we're going to have a half time. So if you need to pee, just pee when it suits. But I'll stop camp. Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys.
Please.
It was where everyone told me what I bet on the North London derby.
You get my report.
Anyway, so
where are Lolo and Mark at?
They're in
the hotel.
We're in our hotel.
Oh, it looks like you're in some sort of nightcap.
It's basically what it is.
Yeah.
The bar here, the bar cafe in the hotel is open 24/7. So.
And the chair that they're sitting in is about the size of their room. So this is probably.
Oh God, no! I wish our room.
No, he's saying this area is about like what you can see is the size of the room. And Mark got stuck in the elevator today. We are literally one floor down, and he got stuck in that one floor.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
It's fantastic.
All right, lads.
Do you have 2 beds or one?
Just one sexy
It's not
bed.
even a bed. It's like a day bed. It's tiny.
It's about to be a night bed.
So how did you decide who gets that bed? Did you do rock, paper, scissors?
Oh no, we're both in the bed, man. I don't know. I don't know where that got confused.
They're doing a butt to butt.
You should still do a live game anyway, just for amusement.
Yeah, it's gonna be odd.
It's not gonna be odd at all. I'm about to pass the fuck out.
Yeah, man. I think there's like a. I think I'm gonna dip out now. I gotta get some sleep before this match. So
Your team's not playing.
I know.
I need to dip out.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, well, you have to wait till the host comes back from his bio break that he took without us. But anyway, Chris, who does Liverpool play this week?
I was telling everybody how 3 weeks off of football. Who do we got? Brighton and Hove Albion. That's going to be a
you're going to lose.
That could be good.
Did they hire a coach or is Lolana the coach?
Yeah, they have, but no one's heard of him, which means he's probably amazing.
I just with Chris not knowing who was playing then, and nobody else knew anyone who was playing other than their own team this week. I just feel like the Queen dying and the break from football and the drab internationals has just killed everyone's enthusiasm.
No. It's just that the North London derby is going on, and that's all anybody cares about.
No, Leeds Villa is all anyone cares about.
It has even downplayed the Manchester. What do they call it? The Manchester derby.
Can I ask you a question, Lolo? You started a private group. You started a private group in WhatsApp.
Oh, you twat! I heard this earlier.
Yeah, for the people that are visiting England and watching the two games that are going. So as an Arsenal fan and 3 Arsenal people in the group, why did you call it?
Your facts are wrong, Anderson. Your facts are very wrong.
You called it Ellen Road Group.
Yeah, because those are the people going to Ellen Road. James is not going to Arsenal. Via Martin is not going to Arsenal.
Why didn't you call it England trip?
Because Via Martin doesn't need to know what we're doing in London. James, I'm only contacting so you guys get a laugh at
you did put a lot of photos in there of what you have done in London, though.
No, I'm quite. Do you know what it is? I'm loving the little timeline scrapbook. It's cool.
But the group is called Ellen Road because those are the people that are
You
going down
don't
the
know
road.
what's going to hit you on Sunday, my friend. Right? Something, whether you change or not, right? You will have to admit it to me in private after the game, but something will hit you at Ellen Road, right? And you will just say, I wish I'd have chose Leeds. I'm not saying you're going to turn. You've put your nails. You've picked your team. But
I think you're getting this a bit wrong, Ben. I think you're focusing on Lolo while Gary's sitting there over in the corner like he wants Ellen Road to die.
And Mark, come on.
We could sign Mark.
All Ellen Road will do for Gary is he'll finally see that. Look at life, a glass half full. Yeah.
I wasted all my years trying to get in the top 4 when I could have just been in God's country.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. I've been saying about everything else I've done since I've been here, so we shall see. Definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, go on, boy.
Who's playing Villa?
Oh, some team from West Yorkshire.
You're gonna let
Huddersfield playing. All right. So what we're going to go for? We'll just have a quick prediction. So let's Arsenal Spurs. I've gone 1-1.
Arsenal win.
2-1.
That's all.
2-2.
2-2. And Lolo, you go in
3-1.
3-1.
2-0 for me.
Go on. Right, moving on. Bournemouth, Brentford.
Okay.
Brentford 2-0.
Should be 0-2. Yeah.
Brentford 4-1.
I'm thinking 2-2. Right, next Palace, Chelsea, Scum.
Palace 2-1.
Palace 5-0.
1-1.
1-1.
Do you think Chelsea are going to get Victor Orta?
No.
That'd be hilarious. It would just be so funny.
Hopefully he takes Dan James if he goes. And
This next one, that's going to be a good game.
Fulham Newcastle. I can see Fulham doing
Fulham
something.
Newcastle is one of the games.
I'm going to go 3-1 Fulham.
No, that's good. That's going to be a draw. That'd be a draw. It'll be
2-2.
Newcastle's 6th
3-3.
draw of the year.
3-3 draw.
I like 3-3.
1-2 Newcastle.
Desmond. Liverpool were probably going to beat Brighton 3-0. So,
sorry, I just got a message there. No, I don't see it. I think Brighton, they're pulling off some good football, I just think they'll test them a bit. I think they're going to score, but I think Liverpool will sneak it 2-1.
I'm going to say
3-2 Liverpool.
2-2. Desmond 2-2.
The truth is, no one knows anything about Brighton anymore because all their setup is gone.
Yeah, but I do think for a couple of games you've still got that mindset in you. You know, that chemistry, that cohesion, the confidence, and obviously your other managers' style and tactics take in. So I just think for a couple of games they'll be all right. But I do think Liverpool, it's Anfield, and look, you don't know what Liverpool's turning up, do you? It's
Did you know Leeds and Liverpool are going to be playing at 7:45 on the Saturday night?
Yeah, I checked that. Yeah,
absurd. It's absolutely absurd. And all because Liverpool.
But that's providing there's no fucking fixture changes, and you never know, do you?
No, it's been put back because of a Champions League game.
I just looked up Brighton's coach. That guy coached Swallow to 8th place.
Who?
The Zadarby. He was the coach in Serie A like a season or two ago, and he took Sassuolo to 8th place.
Ah, right.
But that's like that seems like a sensible hiring.
Is that a one-off, or has he got As he
I don't know.
worked his
So
way up.
I didn't realize. So he was
What's his
Shakhtar,
Wikipedia say?
but he's at he was at Shakhtar.
He was at Schalke or
Shakhtar.
Shakhtar. Donetsk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he another one who basically got released from his contract because of the war?
Yeah.
I think so.
Was our guy at Shakhtar or something? Was that Darko Milanovic, wasn't it? Where was he? Was it? Or was it Austria?
No,
or...
it was Slovenia. NK Maribor off the top of my head.
Right, cool.
Fellas, I'm gonna have to call it an evening. Thank you guys so much for taking over.
Show.
Thank God. Now we can have some fun.
Your
you guys
red
go
card
have fun.
suspension will be up next week, so you can have your place back on the bench. But
we'll see you guys from
thanks for letting us do this, mate.
Much love.
And I'll communicate with you tomorrow, and I will look forward to meeting you Sunday, mate.
All right, we'll see you guys.
And that goes for Mark too, and Gary.
On the Emirates tomorrow.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I hope you win tomorrow, guys. Enjoy your day.
Good night, guys.
I forgot, Ben. I forgot to tell you what I said when I said to Gary, like, "Oh, we can still catch the train and that."
Yeah.
Lola went, "Oh, you're not coming to another bar with us?" I went, "I've already met you now, Lolo. The magic's gone. See you later."
I'm taking a bio break now too. So,
he wants to meet James.
You want me to leave this graphic up?
Yeah, you can. Can you also stick the after show link up as well?
Yeah.
For
as
anyone
soon
who
as I
wants
get back.
to.
I'm only gonna
Cool, mate. Cool. But
Sorry, Ben.
no offense to listen, Gary. I'm genuinely as excited to meet you as I am anybody. Same as Mr. Tom. My legend's no offense to anyone. My legend's Director John. So unfortunately, I'm going to wait to meet my legend in New York. But I'm genuinely can't wait to meet all of you. So
it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, man. We'll have a laugh, Gary. We will have a laugh, and you'll be able to watch the game like relaxed because you've got no interest in it. So.
I had a laugh once.
And you watch Mr. Tom with a bit of nerves, and you'll see him like his natural demeanor.
I'm downright vicious. I'm vicious when Leeds are playing. It probably won't seem like it based on some of the things I say.
I do believe you'll get that feisty game that Mark wants when it's Leeds Villa. It's going to be a wet Sunday afternoon. It's Leeds Villa. The crowd's going to be up for it. You know, they're both of a similar standard on the day, and nobody really likes Steven Gerrard, do they? So it's one of them. He's a miserable twat. Yeah, and there's obviously the added spice with the Villa game from when we had to give them a goal, and ever since then there's been an added bit of spice.
I was like, just instinctively overrated.
Yeah,
I was more thinking of with Lampard for England. In all truth.
No, it's not. Look, I've nothing against Gerrard as a player.
Because you guys had a bunch of dense managers that wouldn't play a 4-3-3.
He's about as fucking interesting as a rock.
Listen, let's not play the blame game 20 years after the fact. All right.
Like, you just put Scholes in the 6. Lampard and Gerrard.
Right. Well, when you've got whoppers like Steve McLaren running the show and Sven-Goran Eriksson, it's never going to go right. The biggest mistake England made was sacking Glenn Hoddle.
You kind of had to sack him, though.
I know that, but fuck me. What are we? Are we in the modern day? Are we stuck in the draconian cricket board? The way it's run is like a cricket board.
As the Spanish midfield from 10, 12 years ago.
I just think when everything comes to the way that English sport is run and judged at the top level and the international teams, it's just so medieval. It's just so British. It's so like British politics with the wigs and the judges and all the bullshit. It's just so fucking.
It's working.
It maybe works, but let's bring the look of it and the people into modern society. It's like British sport is run by old men, and it's just like fuck off.
Southgate is, I don't know, man. I think you guys should replace him for the World Cup.
The thing I
really agree with you there. I really do agree with you because I think we've got a potential to be a really exciting team. And then what do we get? We get right, but I don't know if anybody noticed that I tweeted midweek, and I did say, and I know this is inevitable, So I do apologise for my patriotism here, but if he picks Harry fucking Maguire in his squad, I am not watching an England game. I'm going to support the USA, but I will not watch USA versus England. Just because of the fucking Leeds interest in the USA and you guys, but fuck that bullshit. I'm not watching Harry Maguire play for England. He doesn't deserve his place. He's awful. I could play for England if he can, and I'm sorry, but I honestly could.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say that he's kind of Southgate's got the semifinals and the finals. You know, he's played in both.
I understand that, but
is he going to trend? No. But is he going to continue that trend upwards? Does anybody think
you got to let
what
him.
they've seen so far?
You've got to give him his chance. I understand that, but I think whereas other teams have moved forward, we've not. With it, we've got a potential, but it's just look. He doesn't know his best team, and he picks players that are in form. There was a few players the other night. I know he brought Saka on and Mason Mount. I'm not Mason Mount's greatest fan because he's Chelsea, but the guy has got talent. He brought them on and they changed the game. I just think he don't know his best team.
I just don't know how you guys don't play Tomori at center back.
Yeah, and he just picks players that just don't deserve to be on that pitch.
There's 20 players where you could sit there and go, "How is this guy not playing?" That's the embarrassment.
I get that a lot of them are in the same position. But you look at, we know the standout players. The standout players are Bellingham, Foden, right? They're standout players for me that deserve a start. And not look, people are arguing Ben White or whoever to replace Maguire with. I'd replace Wrexham. I would replace Wrexham centre back with Harry Maguire. That's honestly, he's that bad. Pick anyone but him.
You pick ahead of Maguire right now.
Guys,
anyone.
I do have to say, I'm sorry, I have to say this. We will, if Southgate does go, there's only two men that I trust will actually get us back to the glory of the Nations League Division A, and that would be Sean Dyche or Sam Allardyce.
Okay, so now you're talking nonsense. So can we just like?
But we'd fail on every other level.
Because they've got promotion. They know how to get teams promoted. So I've got every faith they'll get us back.
We're losing every tournament because they'd sacrificed the cups for the league.
Yeah, basically.
I think.
Look, Chris. I understand he deserves his opportunity because on his past two tournaments, he has done well. But I just think there's far too many players that don't deserve to be. And I know you get it with every manager that pick the favourites.
I know, but
you say, who do you replace Harry Maguire with? Right? Any fucking man with an English passport.
Laurie play ahead of Harry Maguire.
Think about it. The last two times Maguire's come onto the pitch, within 5 minutes, yellow card. That can't be. That's not a surprise, and it's
Stones. So are you saying that I should put Maguire to get booked in future betting in the dark?
People may laugh at this, right?
I think the odds are easy for that one.
It probably is a bit far fetched, but Leeds have got a young defender called Charlie Creswell. He's great in the under-21s, and he's on loan at Millwall, and I would rather trust him than Harry Maguire at centre-back for England. I really would. The guy's shit. He's slow. He can't run. He's good at heading a ball. That's it. And he scores the odd goal on a corner because his head's that massive. The ball just goes to it. Other than that, he's slow. He can't defend. He's crap at one-on-ones. He's fucking awful.
How are Leicester in the situation they're in when they managed to get 80 million for Harry Maguire?
That's the best football business ever.
You know what though?
And before that, the best football business ever was 20 million for Phil Jones.
I think he's a better center back for a team like Hull or Leicester. I think at this point it's just mental.
Not now. There's no way you can look at him now and go, yes, he'll fit in and he won't cause them any pain.
No, I'm saying.
I
know what I'm saying is
do amazing.
I think he's going to Brazil, is he, Jason?
Not now. I guess what I'm saying is some players are better on teams that get attacked more, like where you're further back, you don't have to rely on your speed because you're already back.
But then, like you see it against Germany, he got found out. He's you're going to get them moments where you're going to get him lunging in like a fucking
He got
9
found
hours
on the
late.
floor the other night.
Yeah, but look,
but
I get international football is easier for Harry
you're
Maguire,
worried
but there's still better players. It's
You're
going to
worried
be
about
easier
making
for
a
others.
mistake all the time at this point. Like I think at this point, it's almost as more psychological than anything else.
Right, so when you're not playing for your first team, for your club,
be lying if I
and
said it, Kev.
you're going through a nightmare, how the fuck do you start for your... What does that say to the rest of the players
I
trying
don't
to push
blame
in?
Harry Maguire. I blame Southgate.
No, I don't. No, but I blame Harry Maguire for signing a contract, right, where he earns the money of an £80 million
talking
footballer.
about a Man United player.
Right, he can go, oh, this and that, and come out with his bullshit, whiny excuses, right? But listen, mate, right, you're getting paid the wage of an £80 million player, so earn it, or fucking fuck off.
I don't think he's.
Admit you're not good enough and fuck off.
I don't think he's trying to suck. I just think
He sucks.
but he's not trying
to say
to.
one thing. Like to congratulate Mr. Sinister.
So why don't you have some dignity and say, I'm not good enough, boss. Please don't pick me. I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. If I was shit, right, and I was continuously getting picked and being shit, I'd have some dignity and say, look, he's better than me.
We're all shit at center back here on this call.
No, I was a good centre back. I started out as a centre forward,
game.
but then I went to centre half, and yeah, I want a bad centre half.
Do you, Mr. Ben, put the link up?
Yeah, put the link up, my friend. Thank you. Anyone wants to call in after? Anything from 15 minutes to 5 hours, depending on what.
Gary, you're here all night,
before
buddy.
we finish, quick question for everyone.
I got to get up early.
Movies this week.
Yes, movies. I have seen a movie.
I saw Moonfall on the plane, and I didn't believe. It's not real.
I went to the cinema a week and a half ago, and I watched Brad Pitt's new film Bullet Train.
I've seen that. It's a good movie.
It was okay, but I felt it was very similar to what's the one where they're all. It's similar to another movie where they're all in the same place, and it's like a fight to the death. I'd recommend watch it, but I wouldn't watch it twice. It didn't stand out, but yeah.
I watched Citizen Kane 2 days ago for the first time in 20 years.
Is it good? I've never seen it.
It is good.
It's a
classic. It's a classic, yeah.
My thing with Citizen Kane is I've seen it parodied so much on The Simpsons that I don't actually know if it's worth me watching it. Because I feel like I've seen all the story beats like be parodied with Mr. Burns.
It's fucking really good. Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna let you guys go. I will see you.
See you Sunday, Gary. Enjoy your game tomorrow,
see you
mate.
on Sunday, Mr. Tom. I'll see you at the train station. Dirty Jersey. Dirty Chris. I will see you on the next show.
Hopefully, you guys pin your location so you don't pull a James and you're in different.
King's Cross. Well, Gary knows where he's going.
Okay.
King's Cross.
Tom knows where he's going. It's just the other two loonies.
King's Cross and St. Pancras. I thought they were the same thing.
No. St. Pancras is a different station.
Later, Gary. Take care.
All right, see you guys
later.
There's King's Cross International and King's Cross St. Pancras.
So I need some.
You need King's Cross.
King's Cross International.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, you Gunners.
The underground comes to King's Cross anyway. I think you've got to walk over to St. Pancras. I'm not 100% if is there a St. Pancras underground? I'm not 100%. I can't remember.
I think I think they're actually the same. I think
they're in the same vicinity. They are in the same vicinity, but they're total separate terminals. Do you know?
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think one goes north and one goes west.
Yeah, there's King's Cross and then St. Pancras International.
Yeah,
but
that's it. One goes west and down, and then the other one goes north. So yeah, you want to be King's Cross.
Chris, you didn't see this, I don't think.
I saw the picture on WhatsApp somewhere on one of the chats.
Yeah, with their baby.
So, Chris, when I'm looking at early spring for New York. So, are you gonna?
We'll come into New York.
Yeah, you're gonna come in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking. I want to get a Rangers game if I can. So.
Hopefully it'll matter.
Yeah,
it will. They would.
Mate, we fell short last season. We're on it. So yeah, right. Hope you enjoyed the show, everyone. A bit different this week, but thank you very much. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, John.
I think it was better.
Yeah, it was.
It was much better.
I think
it took a dip about halfway through when
Lolo came on.
When the two ruffians joined. Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry we didn't get to cover as much Leeds as we planned, but
we'll do that in the after party.
Yeah, man. So thanks everyone for joining us. We'll catch you same time. No, I think it'll be back to normal next week. So we'll see.
That's normal.
But if let us know anyway in the comments or whatever whether you prefer this time or whatever. So
I will.
Thanks, Chris.
I'll
John,
put the link back up if anybody wants to join the after party.
Jimmy, if you join as well, I'll go through what sort of plan we've got.
Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna hit the outro button. Thanks, guys. That was fun. Exactly. All right, man. Oh, looks like Ben was frozen. Peace out. Later.
We're having technical issues.